Dr. Hunky. Good evening to you guys. Zaman, welcome in. Whew. Bit of a spice night. Good evening to you. Welcome, welcome. Doomsday was a great watch. Shut up. Was it? Fuck, man. Astro, thank you very much for this 16 months, dude. Welcome in. For a 2008 movie, come on, better than Resident Evil? I suppose, yeah. Glass-like girl had me hooked. Aye. Deep Attack, thank you very much for the follow, Chief. Yeah, I suppose for a 2008 movie, I'll let it off that way, yeah. Our setups kind of look alike. That's good. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're having a good Saturday, guys. Seven-hour sleeps. Normally I get 1 to 4 free. Yeah, about 5 to 6 these days. If I don't get up early, I end up just sleeping away too long. Good afternoon. Actually, no, shit. This evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Michael TheDarkLaw, and welcome to another episode of The Darkness here on Twitch. It is Saturday, chat, 27th of August, 22 day 101 in a row. We're past the 100 mark now. We're away. We only have 82 days left, and we hit that 6-month goal. However, I'm still going to consider maybe going for a year. We'll see. Good evening to y'all. I do apologize for not being on our normal time, but it was too nice. It was too nice to be on, so I decided to go for a walk, some rock hopping, into the water, waterfall, meditate, clear mind, and yeah, do an evening show. Especially as like there's Jump Town on, but it could be broken as well. But we've got other things that is much more important, ladies and gentlemen. Like watching my internet fluctuate like crazy. But good evening to you, Honky, Zeman, Puppeteer, Astro. Welcome, guys. Greg, everyone, Margo. Welcome. Did your body shut down? If I get more than normal sleep, I crash hard. Oh, you mean if you sleep too long? Yeah, it's the same with me. I'll try and make tomorrow earlier, but it's really nice weather just now. Right, ready to roll. Anybody see all the Verpal stuff released yesterday? Obviously, if you were at Gamescom, maybe not. All that good stuff. But yes, base and the Alpha Primes. We're going to be going over them shortly because, well, maybe somebody has stuff which I can't show you yet, but has stuff. We can show you the videos. That's it. You'll have to wait a wee bit longer. Plus, I got Monster Tech mounts coming in for some stuff this week as well. Got a new short ordered up. A new short, ladies and gentlemen. Because the ones that I ordered last are too big. These ones are too big. They're like super fucking baggy. It's like, yeah. It was meant to be like slim fit, but it's not. So it's going to be washed and it'll go to a charity store. However, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some videos to go over. I hope you're all well, though. Welcome. So yeah, last night, last night, Verpal released their Mongoose T50 CM3, which is the next step of their bases, which includes pretty much everything from the CM2, but with the added dry clutch, which for you DCS helicopter pilots will massively enjoy. I want this flight suit as well. I need to get myself a flight suit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch both videos from Verpal, and then we're gonna go over the Noobifier videos as well. I got 2 Verpal Z extensions with primes attached. Yay! They're so good, man. Really good. So yeah, basically with these videos, Verpal have redone all of this stuff. Their wiring, their component construction, like from 2 years ago, is on a completely different level. It's absolutely insane. with how they do their wiring now, how they do their gluing, and everything like that. It's starting to get to the point where I don't know if VKB can keep up next season. I just don't. I can't see it, because Verpal are absolutely smashing it with how they construct their bases now. I'm still hoping that they'll bring out a very heavy spring for this base. However, there's some really cool features with this one that we're going to go over. Purely because of the fact that you can actually... These ones here, the clutch dampener. So for example, if anybody doesn't want a clutch dampener, VKB have a clutch dampener where if you activate it, you pull the joystick back, it doesn't just fucking boing, it goes and falls back in place. You can also make it where it feels more stiffer. So instead of like moving your joystick around like that, you can have it where you can put the sensitivity up and make it really smooth. And you can even get it to the stage where it has like no effect, where when you push it forward, it doesn't come back, which is really cool. Spring tension adjustment is insane, because literally when you get the heaviest springs, you'll be able to be like, then you'll be like, oh god, this actually feels really powerful and stuff like that. You're still on the OG CM50s and happy? Yeah, they're a good base, really good base. How heavy are those? What do you mean? Zayman, the heaviest springs? I use the heaviest springs, they're nuts. Strongbeard, welcome in, Chief. Hope you're well. So these features alone to adjust on the fly are super good for pilot enthusiasts. Just again, with the clutch where it allows you to come back, get that precision in. You can see here for joysticks, this is where the dry clutch comes in, right? See how he literally just pushed it all the way forward and it didn't fly back. That's dry clutch. So yeah, it's one of these things where you can do finer movement and you can actually let go of the joystick and do other things and stuff. So yeah, it's a really cool thing for the next gen, basically, I say, of bases. And this one here is absolutely insane. The construction is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I hope VKB step it up. Then obviously the next one we have here is the Verpal Alpha Primes, the higher tier version of the Alpha. So it basically is the exact same thing as the Alpha. The difference is it's full cast metal trigger, an extra stage of trigger, which is added in. Also the twist is their new mark, which is really cool. So even better twist built into it. And then obviously with with Verpal in general, their new construction of when you screw it onto the base plate, it has its little Allen key thing where you make sure you don't lose that because you can't get them off then. It's very important to watch with that one. But here we go, like with this is the only part that is still sort of plastic, because I generally feel that maybe because they've housed a bit more components in the head of it, I think it got too hot or something like that. So, or cost effective to try and bring it down. But yeah, everything is different. Their hats are all different coded the way it does. And generally I feel this is a much better grip. Especially the way they've redesigned the buttons as well. They sort of have this new sort of unique feel. Like the ones we've got just now are these kind of like pyramid ones, where if I bring up here you can see what I mean by pyramid, right? That's a pyramid hat. And that's the one that would be where my mouse is just now. So I kind of feel that is a much better placement of hat, the way it looks. And then obviously, can I actually pull this one off? Yeah, this would be the one where my mouse is hovering over it right now. What is replaced? Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. So you can see there that it's also a lot more different to how they have them, which is really cool, because one of the cool things I liked about Virpil is that you can change these around depending if you want to have that one down here and that one there. Then you've got still the two push buttons, but instead of it being where on the alpha right now, this one here is in red, they're now both in black, and they're actually double raised, which is really good. The other nice thing that with the thumb pad here, it's actually screwed housed now, so instead of it just being glued and it can kind of break sometimes, this is now how, like, screwed in, where you can just take it out and clean it, do maintenance. And it's the same thing for the thing down here. The thumb pad or thumb hat is now screwed in, which is really, really cool, because obviously, as with an upgrade to the original stick, you want an upgrade, right? If you're going to spend money, you've already got Virpil alphas, and you're like, why would I go for a prime? First of all, metal trigger, that's just a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned for anyone that wants a much better quality of trigger. Plastic triggers are not good. The only decent trigger we've had on the market is the Warthog grip. That's the only decent trigger system that we've had. Everything else has just been junk. So this is a massive upgrade to the Virpil Alpha, where it's now like the Warthog trigger. Metal, clanky, hard to move, all that good stuff. And obviously, again, like I said, they've upgraded their twist, so it's on a different spring system, all that jazz. This is what you pay the extra money for. Plus, it's a lot better wired. If you actually see the image here, right? Let me get it up. Because they actually lovely released the video, or the image, sorry. I was posting it on Discord last night. If you want to keep update, Discord, exclamation mark. But they showed the interior work of this, and this is so much better than the original alpha. Which makes me want to wonder, like, what the alpha standard looks like internally now. But this is so well done. There's no pots of glue like it used to have. The cables are so much better placed. This is way easier to manage and maintain than the other one. Well, the ones I've got anyway. I would be very interested to see what's inside an actual
hardware is
standard
thing to cover.
alpha compared to now. I play SE in all games through Xbox Pad, even with flan games. I just like games and the way they were when I was young in high school, 19 years ago. That's fair enough, dude.
Hello, YouTubers. This is Fire. Along with the release of the
they almost sound almost silent, but tactile. Yeah. So basically, this is the CM3 base. Nubifier is got 2 videos out on the base, and as you know on the channel, we like to go through it. So for the next 10 minutes, we're going to watch this all on his channel.
Minor change. It is, however, a set of several small changes that come together to update an already great product. Let me show you and tell you why they were changed. By illustrating some use cases where this new gimbal outperforms others, I will help you decide if this is an important upgrade for you, or perhaps what you already have is already what you need and you can sit this update out. Comment.
I will say this before it even starts. If you have CM2, if you have Warbird, you don't need to upgrade, right? You don't need to upgrade the base. Only if you're wanting for dry clutch, right? That would be the only reason that you get the CM3, is literally for the dry clutch. That's it.
Comments posted in past videos often ask why I tend to review only high-end controller gear. And to those who asked, there's very good news for you. I'm always growing, and I'm going to be updating my joystick fight video for 2022, including very entry-level budget all the way to super boutique. Subscribe so you're the first to know when that new content is uploaded. Welcome to my hands-on review, overview, and impressions of CM3 gimbal from Virpil. I will begin with a very quick rundown of how we got here. The MT50 gimbal was where it all began for Virpil. It was physically large, very precise, very durable, and a pleasure to use compared to other offerings at the time. MT50 offered great torque with solid construction, tuning with a choice of cams and springs. Warbird gimbal was next, Virpil's second gimbal, which released at the same time as the Delta grips in 2018. They are still available and offer a simple compact design that can be surface mounted on top of a desk. The Warbird is actually preferred by many because of their design, including a symmetrical double cam. Double symmetrical cams are the only true way to ensure perfectly mirrored proportional force. This double symmetrical cam design has a drawback, and that it can be torque limited. It outperforms by delivering the very best light to medium resistance experience. It struggles to operate when tuned for very large torque. As I said in the gimbal comparison video, if you use extensions or prefer that very strong spring, the Warbird gimbal, despite being great, may not be great for you. Many still do install very strong springs on.
You don't, devs. You don't, right? No joke. Just, if you've got Monster Tech, right? Or if you've got Predator mounts, just literally contact support and they will do a private order just for the plate, where you don't have to buy all the other stuff. If you use Monster Tech, obviously code TDL for 5% discount. But if you just want the plate to fit it, that's all they'll send you. And you can do that. You don't have to upgrade your whole mount system at all.
Warbird and get the performance they want. However, after the launch, the community feedback was asking for another option. The community wanted a gimbal that was designed for extensions. The CM2 was designed to address this, and it replaced the original MT50. The CM2 was built shorter than MT50 by flipping the cam 180 degrees. It also included a finely adjustable preload and a removable wire. With those two choices, you may now wonder why we need CM3, and this all comes back to community feedback. I took the opportunity to have a real Air Force pilot test CM3 as a cyclic on a motion platform in the video Real Pilot Fake Helicopter. The video gives us so much insight.
Every time I see this from Nubifier, like, Nubifier has privately told me how much all this costs. And the funniest thing is this device here he told me about, which is his audio system. I'm not even going to tell you how much this thing is. He said, if I'm going this fucking amount of money spent on it, I might as well not hold back on the audio. And this is so fucking overkill, you just don't need it at all. It's fucking crazy. And the Warbird plate works with all CM50 generations. Are you sure? Because obviously the CMs have the clamps, unless they designed it where... I think it's only the CM3 which has the ability to go with Warbird, you know? Yeah, I think that's what I'm pretty sure. I remember Nubifier telling me this, dude, is that Warbird goes with CM3. So if you have a Warbird, you can upgrade to a CM3 without changing your mount system. It's only CM and CM2 would need to contact the blades.
Into how our gear stacks up, and that's linked up for you right now. No review video.
I'm pretty sure he says it in this video as well.
Unboxing experience. Items from Virpil are packed in high-density foam, double boxed,
you have that.
And
all right,
those
cool.
boxes are boxed together for shipping. Nothing shipped
That's
should
good
ever
to know,
arrive
then.
with dings or damage. The gimbals include some extras. There is an updated design on that USB wire with the familiar disconnect. It's very important to note.
Now, I don't know why Virpil have done this. So they've gone from the 5-pin USB to a 4-pin.
That this is not the same plug as any other Virpil device. This plug only has 4 leads, not 5. And it would be great if Virpil decided to offer wires in various lengths on the web store. Some of us might like to just buy a spare, and some of us might like to permanently manage cables in several configurations. This is what I've done on my setup, allowing me to unplug and swap hardware to where I need it. This change to CM3, however, does leave the auxiliary port as the usual 5-pin, and this will actually reduce the confusion when connecting devices together. There's a piece of paper with a QR code that when scanned will take you to the manual. You have Allen wrenches, cams, and springs. I'm going to say that if you're in the market for gear in this price range, it is expected and normal for the user to service and tune.
So, as much as I tune and fix or clean my desk, everything, grips, I've never once opened up my bases since I got them. The only time I've ever unscrewed anything to do my Warbird bases was when I was moving onto the Monster Tech mounts from the table. Like taking off the Virpil plate and putting the Monster Tech plate on. I've not cleaned or done anything inside in 2 years. I've literally blown air, that's it. That's how fucking good these bases are, you know, where you really don't need to fuck around with them
You should
too much.
therefore expect to spend time taking it apart to test springs and cams. This ship's assembled with medium springs and soft center cams. It will work,
Which I can only imagine means that when I put it together correctly with the heavy springs and the cams and stuff like that.
work perfectly fine out of the box plug and play, but you can get a much more personal experience if you're willing to put that extra time into it. It is designed to be opened and adjusted, so there's absolutely no reason to be concerned. Unlike CM2, the CM3 mounts exactly like the Warbird gimbal, using the bottom with the same 4 bolts that you would use to open for servicing. This harmonizes our mounting solutions, so if you're planning to upgrade from Warbird to CM3, you will not need to change your mounts.
New fires
There
run
are a
nice,
total
yeah.
of 3 springs rated light, standard, and heavy.
We're gonna go
the
straight
gimbal
to
has
that.
a very fine threaded adjustable spring preload per axis. With CM3, you're not limited to being satisfied with just whatever spring you install. You can add or reduce preload to taste, which is a major advantage and something that you cannot do on Warbird. The included cams can be identified with a series of bumps and holes. Avia cams have a progressive curve, requiring more force the further you get into deflection. This is that familiar torque profile that a flight sim pilot might expect. 1 bump, 2 bump, 3 bump are your hard center, soft center, and no center. Center is that slight feedback that you get when crossing from one
I
side
really
to
like
the other.
how the CM over the Warbird, I generally feel the CM looks so much better than the Warbird for the interior parts and stuff. Hey, diffs. Especially with changing the cams.
Like when you were
Like, it'll
going
just
from
look so much
positive
better,
X to
you know?
negative X. This little bump can help to hold the stick dead center without any extra dead zone. If it's calibrated properly, you will still always achieve dead center return without adding a big dead zone, regardless of your choice in cams. Cosmo cams have a flat profile and are designed to have the same force throughout the range.
I've had
You can
no
deflect
center
from
for
center
ages.
throughout the range and feel a flat, consistent force. They also have a soft center and no center option. This flat profile was offered based on community feedback in 2018 as the space sim scene gained a lot more traction. All of this is up to personal preference. I'm sure that there are jet sim pilots who prefer the feel of Cosmo cams, and I myself have flip-flopped back and forth over the years as developers have messed with the Star Citizen flight model. Between 2.4 and 2.6, I used no center Cosmo, but between 3.0 and 3.14, I was using a soft center Avia, and now for 3.17 and on, I'm now liking the feel of a soft center Cosmo. The point is, you should take the time to test and adjust. We will discuss the new big feature, and that is 1 drag clutch per axis, and that can be a game changer for some. The drag clutch offers more than just another aspect of tuning. You might be totally happy with your current tune, but may want to adjust just a little bit of drift, to which you can apply a very slight bit of drag to control it. You may want to stop stick-lash oscillation when you release the grip. When flying in Star Citizen, I still use the keyboard for some features, and I'm able to release the grip with CM3 and expect it to center dampened without any oscillation. With that little bit of extra drag, it returns dampened to neutral when I release the stick quickly. There is an even more important reason for friction, and that is to achieve what is called a dead stick. A dead stick has no spring and no cam. A dead stick will go to and remain exactly where you move it. It'll
Yeah,
stay
I'm
there until
tempted
it's
to
moved
do dead
elsewhere.
stick, not
This might
gonna
sound
lie.
crazy, and some would think, why would I want this? But with the recent surge for helicopter sim and helicopter sim gear, a dead stick is exactly what we need. And that's not only needed for the gimbal, but many pedals are also offering a damper or friction. The Torque Ace, for example, is very well suited to replicate helicopter pedals, as they also incorporate a friction clutch. A helicopter cyclic won't return to center when released, so now, for the first time, I'm able to achieve a proper dead cyclic with
Yeah, I'm thinking that's the same that I'm going to go as well, Dutchki, because obviously I'm no center Cosmo cams on my Warbird, but obviously we will be on the CM3 very, very shortly. And I think I'm going to go with Nubifier's recommendation, which is the soft center, because obviously I do want to play other games in the future of the channel. Right now, obviously, concentrate on Star Citizen, and I don't really want to take them apart all the time, so I think I'm just going to
CM3.
start with
When
the
testing-
no center, yeah. Say a dead stick for dual stick setup and having it serve as throttle with ZX. Yeah, you would literally... Well, the thing is, though, like, you could put the springs and the cams on, puppeteer, but you could just literally make it where they have no tension, and then that's where the dead sticks. So all you would have to do is just pop it off and just go DCS time, Star Citizen time, you know? You don't have to take it apart. You just play around with the dry clutch. Maybe learn how many turns it is per game, you know, and just do it that way. Going to start DCS maybe next year. Yeah, next year. If I've got time. It's one of the main things that I do want to get into, but because I'm trying to do the 6 months to a year of Star Citizen,
For real pilot, fake
I don't want to actually commit to DCS until then. And then this is the thing, as I've said to Puppeteer, is that if Star Citizen next year is really good, I still won't go to DCS, you know what I mean? But we've got a lot of swag coming
actually mentioned how
to
faithful my
help
sim
us in
setup
that
was to
situation.
what you would get from a real helicopter. The pedals, cyclic, and collective have no spring or cam. The CM3 got his seal of approval, and that obviously made me very happy knowing that my sim experience was
It helped in Atmosphere Combat and SC2. Right now,
through a small
I doubt it
hole on
would
the
help
top.
much,
Each
really.
hole is labeled
In the
with
new
what
one,
direction
maybe,
is
yeah.
used to add or reduce friction. Below the two rubber caps are the screws that are used to adjust the spring tension. And updated for CM3,
The other thing is, I
these
want
are
to know
now
what
an
these
Allen
ones
head.
are.
You can more easily adjust using a ball end of an Allen wrench, and when you're done, replace the cover and keep things dust-free. I'm going to end out with some common observations. Internally, I've seen how Virpil has evolved its design and construction. In the very
I need to get one of these mats, chat. Like, I don't have one of these mats for construction. I've got all the wee tools, right? Like, literally in front of me, I've got my tool as well. Mine's got a double head, just in case you gotta do tiny movements. But I don't have one of these mats. I feel like before the stuff arrives, I should get one of these mats, right? I don't know where I would put it, but I kind of feel like there's no way I can do a live performance of doing all
very
this
early
stuff.
days, there may have been
without
a
one of
little
those
bit of
mats.
hot glue and
Yeah.
zap straps holding things together.
I'm gonna have to
Lately,
order
though,
up
I've
one on
become
Amazon.
excited to open their newest
How you
products.
doing, Mike?
They've
Welcome
really
in.
taken the time and worked to ensure no compromises in design or construction. Internally, everything is milled billet aluminum. Anything that's supposed to move does so on sealed bearings.
Yeah, what are these? Does it? I wonder if that's to release something. I need to
Bolts are
check out.
caged, locked, or have been completely replaced by C-clips. The circuitry is anchored to the chassis and on quick disconnect wiring for easy services. The cam is seated within the cam arm, with the screws only being there to keep the cam in place, leaving the full applied load on the arm. Everything is built to last a lifetime without breaking or
It's so beautiful, man. Don't forget the spinning tray for presentation. Oh yeah, I've seen the behind the scenes of Numifier. I've had many conversations where he shows me around his toy department, Tushki. When I'm off stream, I have conversations with him. Like, no joke, right? The hardest conversations for me to ever have are with Nubifier and Senelaya on Discord. Because, no joke, those two guys can fucking talk for a lifetime. And I don't ever want to be rude and say I need to go. But Nubifier literally puts me on his camera and drives around his room going, "This is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing." I'm like, Jesus. Far too many things, you know?
And I even noticed this time there was a lack of break-in period, unlike the original
Information
MT50.
overload, yeah,
Remember
but I
to install
massively
the software,
appreciate it, though.
Update the firmware, attach the grip, update the profile, and then perform calibration. Every time you change a cam, you need to perform calibration. Value is always a function of cost against how often you use the part. Expensive things can still have great value if you consider how long.
Yeah,
and
I
how
can
often
totally
they're
make
gonna
a
be used.
DCS channel if
Buy
you
the
want
right
for
gear once and you can enjoy it. Thank you very much for
Discord.
choosing to spend your time with me. Some very good news, Virpil has expanded its warehouse to include the United States to reduce shipping cost and time. The CM3 should be seen as much more than a small update, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it eventually replace CM2 on the web store. It can do everything that CM2 can do.
Cutting
and it's
mat.
actually
Is that
great
what I need to
successor.
buy then? A
If
cutting
you
mat?
have CM2 and are happy,
I'll probably
there's
just get like an
absolutely no reason to
electrician's
upgrade
mat
from
or
CM2
something.
just because this is newer.
Oh,
If you
man, I
don't
can't
feel
wait
the drag
to
clutch
play
is
with
going to
this.
change your life, then what you have is already what you need.
Yeah,
And
that's-
you're on
I know,
budget.
that's-
Right now might be the best
that's
time
the
to
true
check
thing.
eBay, as people are going to sell their gear to upgrade. Don't be shy. Comment your comments in the comments. I'd love to
Oh,
hear your thoughts
man.
and answer your questions. Join us in the Nubifier Discord if you want to have a really detailed discussion.
Yo,
Fly safe.
Redbeard, thank you very much for the 13. DDL Nova, cheers, dude. Thank you for that one, Nubifier. Right, so that's the first one from Nubifier. Let me just give you guys the link here. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you for the resub. That's Nuifire's video for that one, for the CM3, and now the piece de resistance, 15 minutes of Alpha Prime. Alpha Prime!
Hello and welcome. We begin today with an important question. How important is a name?
That's what the Matty had, right, okay.
How important
I need to get one, Divs. I need to. I don't know why, but I think I do.
Wasn't wasted on me. It was actually more than perfect. It made me smile once the meaning had fully sunk in.
Like, let's just appreciate how fucking good this looks. Even the side buttons just look so much better than the Alpha just now. And the Alpha is really good. Again, I've used this stick for over 2 years, and they have been absolutely insane. A lot of people are like, oh, I prefer VKB, I prefer all this. Again, like, I don't give a shit what people say. I've used all the joysticks, and the Alphas for me have just always felt the best that fit my hand, just purely for size and stuff. So I'm very, very interested, because this part here is rubber. You've got such better, like, looking tactile kind of buttons than we have just now, in my opinion. And I really like the fact that the wee stick here on the free joystick has a bit of grip as well to it and stuff. Luckily I look at Nuifier and realize I'm not that bad yet. Red Lear and Nuifier are the bad ones.
First was Delta, which is D, and the fourth.
Just ordered the Nuifier. I just ordered the rail mounts and some accessories from Monster Tech. I have HM. Oh, you've got dude. Holy shit! And Verpal drops new gear and throw my money at. I think I have a problem, dude. Let me just talk about the Herman Miller embody for a second, because I'm not sponsored by or affiliated with Herman Miller, but welcome in, gentlemen. Let me see. If you have the ability to ever get a second-hand Herman Miller, or the ability to purchase a brand new Herman Miller, because I've got mine custom. I got mine the Batman Black. When I was talking to support, I was like, does it come in black? And they were like, well, it comes in sort of like a... No, I was like, I need it black. I need it Batman Black. This chair has absolutely changed my life, Dutchski. So I have a standing desk, right? And obviously the reason for the standing desk was I used to get lower back pain. Didn't go to like a chiropractor or anything like that, so I got a standing desk. So when I started having the desk pains, I would raise the desk up and dual joystick like that in Star Citizen, and it was amazing. The standing desk really fucking helped with that. And then I was in the market for a chair, and I was like, right, I can't get one of these fucking gimmicky, you know, racing chair, bucket seats, load of crap nonsense. And I was like, I don't really want to keep spending money on office chairs and stuff like that. So I literally looked out, I found Herman Miller, and one of the guys in the organization, Battlestar, who obviously works with computers, does office work, all that jazz. He was like, I use this. And I was like, whoa, that's expensive. And he was like, yes, but it is so worth it. So I was like, all right, fuck it. You always right with the kind of gear. So I got this, and no joke, Dutchski, for the past, I think I've had this chair now for 2 and a bit years. I've not had any back problems whatsoever. It's also fixed my posture from younger generation of having heavy backpacks on and leaning forward, bad weightlifting, all that stuff. That's all fixed. I can literally flex so much better. And the crazy thing is, it's like it's brand new, and it's 2 years old now, you know? Obviously, there's a bit of like fabric sort of fading and stuff like that, but you have 12 years warranty on it, you know what I mean? I still have 10 years worth of warranty to replace parts out. It's so worth it. So if you can get a second-hand one, obviously, if you buy second-hand from people, you'll not have that warranty, but you get them for like £300-400 or something. It's so good. And the weird thing is, like, you don't have the headrest. And I've always had, like, headrest. You don't need it. You don't even feel any pain from this part of the back up. It's insane how much it clamps to your back. Red Lear uses them. Detox uses it. I think Salty Mike's got one. And stuff like that. It's crazy. In Finland, Well, I mean, you could get it somewhere else and maybe see if they would import over or whatever, but yeah. Centerline says, here's what sold me, metal cast, spoiled by Warthog. Exactly. Better switchers and much improved, sturdier twist. Exactly. But also, for me, Centerline, 2 to 3 years worth of, right, this constantly breaks, we need to make this better. Let's upgrade the hardware inside so things don't break inside. You know what I mean? That's also why the Alpha Prime is such a heavy upgrade for me, where it's like, this is years of experience built into a better grip for me. Plus, like you said, the metal cast is just an instant win, you know, for me with the Primes. I have fibros, so I've been needing to buy it. Dude, like seriously, you won't regret it, Dutchski. Even if you're getting a second-hand Herman Miller, it's not even funny how much this... And one of the coolest things, right? Let me do this where I'll bring it up here without smashing that one. Let me put this down here. So, with the Herman Miller, right? You have this amount of movement on the armrest, but you also have the ability to bring it in to you. So it's like really close, and then you've got like 3 stages. So 1, 2, and 3 movement. Then obviously you can see on the back. I need to put this here. You can see on the back there that everything just clamps here. So this sort of like mesh thing, literally the moment you sit into it, it just clamps around the back of the spine. It's so weird. It's hard to explain really. And that literally locks you back into place where, again, my head moves, my back is not moving at all. Full recline, no problem. I've obviously upgraded the wheels where they've got the brakes on them, just in case. I mean, it's just a simple change them out. You can get them very cheap on Amazon for the wheels that have little brakes on them so it doesn't slide around. And then at the front as well, you have the ability to slide it forward, slide it back, all that jazz. And it's so good, dude. The empty wheels to replace with. Yeah, that would be the same thing. Actually, that's a good point. Oh, fuck, I didn't even know they had that. Yeah, maybe I'll look into it next time I've got an order going through. But yeah, dude, no, seriously. But the cool thing with when you buy Herman Miller, like if you're buying a brand new one, is that you have the ability for them to fit it out for your ass. Because obviously there's the different sizes in gentlemen and ladies. And the great thing about it is you literally get a seat that fills your ass. You can raise the legs forward and backwards, and then the arms as well. I sit here with my arms on the joystick. Let me just bring up the camera again here. You can see here, look at that. And that's the joystick there, armrest there, beautiful, fucking over like that. No problem. Obviously, like, the problem is that when I'm turning the chair, because it's quite close to all the mounting stuff, I have to just lower the armrest down. But I've been doing this for fucking years, and it's still 100% racking up, you know, no problems. And again, I've still got 10 years worth of thing, you know. Yeah, you get them in different designs. Thank you, Scorpion. Thank you very much for the 9 months. Appreciate that. So yeah, I definitely highly recommend that. Hey, Reform, thank you very much for the 20 as well.
Delta between things.
Appreciate that, guys. Gives that elbow movement, yeah. Thinking of getting the twist lock from Monster Tech as well. But God, if you're talking about putting chair things on, it does not work on the Herman Miller. I can tell you that right now. I'll stop the chair from spinning. You could just get a wee carpet.
At the time, it really stood out and represented a new delta within the joystick market. It was also great planning because the fourth letter meant that Virpil had some room to grow. And there you have a little bit of foreshadowing.
So Nubifier has actually sent me these. So if you guys don't know, I am the owner currently of a complete, pristine, never used, mint, never unboxed, only checked to see if it was in the box, Squadron 42 Virpil Alpha right stick. The original 42. In mint condition. Nubifier has sent me a red one of these, which says the serial number. When Squadron 42 goes out, I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway for this joystick, which I would probably suggest that people never use because it's probably going to be well outdated in that time. But we're going to be giving away the original 42 right joystick. Somebody else has the left one, but they've been using it for fucking ages, which I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? So we're going to be giving away the 42 with the serial, but also when he uses these mount things here, you see them at the back? We've got that in red as well, so you'll be able to literally mount this up, standing like what he's got here, so really, really cool.
And past beta directly to alpha. As I began to explore for that review, I started to use...
So yeah, we've got serial, we've got a red one of these, so you can stand them up, and then we've got the serial code from Virpol for the 42.
And
that's what we're going to be doing a giveaway for.
That letter. It did make sense, and then sadly it was.
Yeah, I know, Aurelian, but you know, it's still it's a good thing for somebody's mental, you know.
They would be retired to sit on a shelf for the rest of their days as part of a display. The switch from Delta to Alpha carried over with a great set of new features and brought with it some familiar ones that were missing. Alpha added a flip double triple stage trigger with an analog brake lever. The analog mini thumbsticks and the mouse style scroll wheel. Alpha incorporated a 5-way thumb switch, 2 more 5-ways, and a 3-way.
New ones, man.
I said unshackled because it was the first real effort to sprinkle more bindings anywhere that it would make sense within your reach. My video titled Alpha is currently my second most watched video
got a new store,
ever.
Which is awesome,
Alpha
man.
is the first. Alpha is the strongest. Alpha is most senior. How could we describe more evolution on something that's already the alpha?
Prime.
Some common words emphasize improvement, such as
Optimus
plus,
Prime.
premium, or custom. Those don't work as well as prime. Prime is primary, principal, and dominant. Alpha Prime would be the name, and hopefully, with all of that hype, the product lives up to its name. Alpha Prime can really be broken down into a 3-part update over the standard Alpha with the following notable changes and upgrades.
If you got a Prime, this is the upgrades that you get with it, apart from it being...
First, I found that every switch, every hat, and every lever on the Prime are somehow upgraded or work better. The shape of the hats and...
If you're a Prime user, that's a big, big thing.
Mini sticks are better. The buttons are slightly but noticeably more tactile. There are improvements in the grip design. The presses click with a tactile response and sound better in this new choice of grip material, but a little bit more on that later. The clicks feel just a little bit more clicky than my standard Alpha grips, and I don't believe it's just because they're older and more broken in. Starting with the trigger on the Prime, the main trigger is more than a slight improvement, great as it's normally the most used and most important binding. I normally don't find very much value in doing any kind of AMSR type testing, but it's totally applicable and it's meant to illustrate the changes. I have what I think is a unique opportunity to compare 3 generations of Alpha grip for you.
It does tough, yeah, it does, I don't you? Alright, okay. Let's just... Shh. Look at that. Hardly any fucking recall on the spring, like. Much better.
So you likely heard a nicer sounding trigger pull. It's clearly there, and it's more than the sound though, as the initial pull feels much lighter than the later run of the standard Alphas. I quickly adapted, and I very much like this tuning. Its clicky feedback is great, and I appreciate its more muted sound. The second stage click at the very end of Alpha Prime's main trigger is also sharper and a little bit more satisfying to use. This updated trigger version is more premium overall, requiring a little bit more force than before. The 2 stages are very nicely spaced, and for reference, the Alpha Prime still requires half as much force to initiate than my reference Warthog grip. The second is to offer this new grip as...
Alright, see this. I love the design. If you have one of the Alphas just now, you know that's sort of like a rubber thing. I like the idea that it's got a bit of a like an indent onto it, but a stage of grip. So if you're like pushing your finger in, basically, you get a a much smoother movement, I think.
As a fully blacked out edition, something normally
You're
reserved
sweaty,
for
it'll
only the
slip,
best.
you know.
Single momentary red switch has been replaced with a black momentary. You
That's
can
a good
visually
move.
tell them apart.
I kind of feel that if they're going to continue with the alphas anyway, they should change out the button from a red to black anyway. Because that's all, like, for me, I've always put them as the emergencies, just purely because it stands out
and on the subject
visually.
of changes, you may have noticed that the 5-way pyramid hat was substituted for a 5-way castle hat. The other 5 ways also got updated with a new shape, and the new shape of the mini thumbstick is fantastic to use.
It is, like,
Third,
it looks amazing.
which is of course the big one. Prime replaces the majority of the plastic body for metal, and metal, as it turns out, is a lot more than just looks. In the past, I never had concerns about the rigidity of the Alpha. They're solid, but they are not as solid as the Prime. You only know
He's going to get to something here, Dutchkey, that is just, if any, again, I'm always going to talk like if somebody here has an alpha, the upgrades on this thing is insane.
notice it when you do a point-to-point comparison. It's not psychological because the metal grips must be able to hold onto the twist
That's on the
mechanism
alphas
better,
as well, though,
resulting in
mums.
that improved rigidity. The new grip incorporates some other small tweaks, and I want to discuss weight. Humans will tend to quantify quality by weight. Whenever people come over and I give them a random set of grips on the table, they always immediately choose Warthog grip as the best, without even looking at it. They are sure it must be the best as soon as they touch it because they say, wow. And I ask why, and they always say, it feels heavy. It's a full 1,034 grams or 2 pounds, 4 ounces of pressure cast powdered Zamac, which is a mixture of zinc and aluminum. Very heavy grips attached to a joystick gimbal from an engineering perspective add to mechanical drawback, and any feeling of quality is gone once the weight is attached to the base. Most of the mass is no longer apparent to the user. I'll explain. It becomes progressively harder to recenter a very heavy grip due to the gravity acting on it further off center. Many of you are going to feel like I'm nitpicking, and for many, mass won't manifest much as a problem because many people actually prefer a very strong progressive cam and a stiff spring. For planes, strong and stiffer is more faithful to reality. For space sim pilots, however, many have favored a more light linear feeling cam combined with a lighter spring. This is why the Space or Cosmo style cam was designed to minimize the feeling of a center bump. It works extremely well with light springs, providing a snappy, precise feel. How you choose is up to you for personal taste, but there's a point in discussing weight. Heavy is good for first impressions, and once that grip is attached to the gimbal, that extra inertia isn't needed and isn't helping. So, lighter means that you do less work and you can be more precise with your inputs. And in speaking with the teams, they ensured the switch to metal could be done without adding a bunch of extra mass.
Even just
positive.
You see there, right? This is one of the cool things about the CM3 that just blows my mind. Watch him let go of the joysticks.
Extra mass.
And they don't move back.
This
Watch.
is a good thing. So the Alpha Prime being seen with the teams,
here we
the
go,
gimbal,
watch.
that extra inertia isn't needed and isn't helping. So, lighter means that you do less work and you can be more precise with your inputs. And in speaking with the teams,
still move
they
forward.
ensured
It's still moving forward because again, he's got the CM3, which has got the dry clutch. So he's got it where literally you have to sort of recenter. You'll be able to just literally tap it a few times and it'll go back, but it's not just instantly flapping back,
without
you know.
adding a bunch of extra mass. This is a positive. This is a good thing. So the Alpha Prime being 606 grams is only 100 grams heavier than the standard Alpha, and for comparison, may I remind you, the Warthog grip is a full 1,030 grams. Please comment your comments in the comments if you think I'm wrong and if you think mass doesn't matter. It's always good practice to not launch a new product without addressing the known faults, and I noticed that Virpil addressed some big ones. Some reported that the cover surrounding the mini stick could break loose and fumble around.
So
I was able to recreate this.
Funny enough, the day of launch or when we pre-ordered, I remember Nerd Show and Tell, his broke right out of the box.
Issue, no problem.
And this
but
is
I
all
needed
sorted
to be quite
now.
forceful with the mini stick, and then it would just happen. When this panel pops off in a dogfight, it's super distracting and super frustrating. On the early runs of alphas, a bit of crazy glue would fix this. I was not able to recreate this situation with my later alpha grips because it was fixed, but this issue led me to test a little bit harsher in the future. Immediately evident in the prime grip is that this section has been completely dealt with. Upgrades to the Prime also include the mini stick itself with a wider contoured shape and a new choice of rubber texture, a much better feel and easier to be a lot more precise with
Yeah, but if you had dead stick, Redbeard, you build muscle memory to remember where zero is, right? Like a helicopter pilot basically has a dead stick. So you basically learn, right, this is where center is, you know? You get used to it eventually down
with
the line.
tiny movements, easier and more stable when you click down while remaining where
It's
you
not
want.
for everyone, but
There
some
are
people
two
like
new
him.
screws holding down the momentary pinky button. There are 2 screws on the 5-way modified castle
This one, this button here, I'm very interested to see how this upgrade is going to be. Because for me, sometimes the buttons
switch that's
don't
below your
work all
thumb.
the
And
time.
overall, this update is more than simply recasting the original grip in a new material. The metal casting has a lot more unique details surrounding the buttons, the seam is clean, and it now runs
Yeah, this is where I'm talking about the, if you have an alpha just now, every single one of the screws on the prime is inside instead of it where some are actually slightly raised on my alpha. And like for me, I remember sanding down one of the nuts because on the finger to the left, it's sticking out. All of these are now
directly down the
inside.
center. There are fewer bolts overall that are needed to hold the sections together, and the bolts that protrude into your palm are countersunk, and all of the
So it's like, obviously this is going to require a lot more cleaning. Just a cotton bud with some alcohol will be absolutely fine. Like clear alcohol, basically.
holes are contoured. The familiar shape, though, is identical down to the 1/10 of a millimeter. The inner grip insert sits fully flush with a metric uniform gap. It's not plastic, but cast in a very hard rubber, providing a bit of palm traction. Even though some might say there is zero functional benefit, Virpil added 5 transparent frosted...
I'm sorry, anyone that's like, I am not somebody that likes RGB. I actually have my Virpils turned off with their lights because I just don't, whilst I'm bright light, I don't feel like I need them on. But putting in the extra RGB is kind of good because, again, when you're holding it, say for example your palm, people might look to their palm and stuff like that and they'd be like, you know, it lets them know if they're in the right profile because it means that you can set up the joystick for
sections
multiple
that glow
profiles.
with the programmable lighting. Alpha Grip has a smoky plastic accent all around, and the Prime also adds this inlaid to the grip. If you're one of those who just absolutely hates anything that glows in RGB, within a second you can disable that in the software.
I turn mine off.
On the other hand, you're one that appreciates a good glow, you're going to be super excited. I'm a sucker for light.
Absolutely hate all textured rubber surfaces. They are dirt magnets and hard to clean. Yeah.
And I appreciate these little details. The extra accent looks stunning, and your grip function improves with the better rubber texture. It's a little bit cold at first, but it warms up within a minute.
Good thing with this rubber area is just a quick wipe to clean.
Well to your hand.
Unlike
when comparing
other
my
things,
original Alpha
like
to
on
Alpha
the Alpha's
Prime,
got like
the
this
torque
checkered
required
stuff
to
on
twist
it.
is a little bit sharper with a slightly more identifiable center. This change in tuning is quite slight and appreciated. Carried over is the ability to lock out the twist when needed with an included Allen wrench. The locking collar includes 3 lockdown screws. Please try not to misplace that included tool or you'll never get the grip off the gimbal.
That'd be so
the
dope,
Prime
yeah.
retains an adjustable wrist rest and the grip is very chonky. Many comments have come back to me from the community over the years that Alpha is large and is unsuitable for people with smaller hands. Out of the box, I had issues reaching the uppermost buttons as I also
See, mine's are flat. Nuberfire has his pad a little bit up. Mine, I took off the nut and it's just literally right down, slap on it.
I was able to address this by
I've got even bigger hands than Nuberfire, which is crazy.
That, I know there are some people with small hands who are still unable to achieve a comfortable grip. I want to end out this session by mentioning that the top cover over the smoke accent has a new fancy design on it, and it's still plastic.
Use tennis over
not
straps?
metal.
Nice.
Perhaps that was done
Yeah,
to
I know
keep
a
the
few
weight or
people that
cost
did that.
down. It's not really a big issue, but I mention it anyways as part of the review. And no review video would be complete without a rundown of what's available, so here we go. Alpha trigger is unusual. This is only on the Prime. It's still comprised of 2 metal parts, a flip down trigger, and a 2-stage trigger. The flip trigger now has 3 bindings, and the main trigger has 2. Binding 1 is active when the flip trigger is up, and it changes when it's flipped down. That's new. Binding 2 is active when you fully pull the flip trigger where it touches the second trigger. There's no tactile or audible click on this microswitch. The only feedback you get is when that metal comes in contact with the other metal and when it bottoms out. The flip trigger can produce only one of its bindings at any given time, meaning flipped up is binding 1 only, flipped down is binding 32 only, and it'll turn off as soon as you pull a little bit. And then binding 2
I don't think I'm
is
going to
only
use
at the
that
point of contact
purely
between
because
both
I
metal
use
triggers.
mine are
Binding 3 and
inverted.
4
So when mine is all the way forward like he has it just now, that's actually turned off. When I pull it, it activates countermeasures.
are the 2 stages of the main trigger, and they work like
Because that
any
means
other
I can
joystick.
activate
Both are
countermeasures
tactile,
whilst
as I
firing the
said, and you
guns.
can combine them.
Oh shit. Sorry.
6 is momentary opposite to it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2. But if you keep pulling, you initiate 3 and then 4. This way, it's possible to stack 2, 3, and 4 into one pull, and 3 and 4 can be used without the flip trigger. Creativity is your ally. You can choose to use them or not. Binding 5 is a push button associated with the analog mini stick. Bind number 6 is momentary opposite to it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is the middle 5-way castle switch. 12 is the blacked out momentary. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is the 5-way upper castle switch. 18, 19, 20 is the side mounted 3-way. 21 is the mouse wheel push binary. 22 is the mouse wheel deep push binary. 23 and 24 are the mouse wheel binary, and those work like key presses, not like an axis. I use these to modulate zoom. 21 is the mouse wheel push binary. 22 is the mouse wheel deep push binary.
Holy shit, it's got 2-stage fucking mouse. Ooh. Or maybe mine has that and I've never noticed.
Binary, and those work like key presses, not like an axis. I use these to modulate zoom and then push to reset, fine-tune mining laser, and other
it does have a
such
second
as
stage.
speed limit. Aside from the trigger, I'm constantly using the mouse wheel. 25, 6, 7, 8, and 9
I never
is
noticed
the
that.
5-way thumb.
I didn't even know
Number
that.
30 is the lower momentary pinky that I use for Discord push to talk, and it's bound on both hands to help with multitasking. 31 is a binary bind at the end of a full pull of the brake lever, which also has an analog axis. And then I already spoke about 32, which is a new trigger bind on the Prime only. You have some analog binds, and these are light and linear. You have an analog brake lever, the super nice X and Y mini stick, and the grip, as I said, incorporates a Z-twist axis. Including the gimbal, you have 12 bindable axes, 6 5-way, 2 3-way, 12 buttons, and 10 trigger stages. This is why we love Alpha. It has excessive bindings, but in a good way. And I've only had one person in 7 years and 87,000 comments tell me that they actually didn't buy Alpha because it had too many bindings. All of the other people were happy. You can simply choose not to bind things, but they're there when you need them. As we come to the end of the video, I'm going to state the obvious. When a product sits in a higher price range, value needs to be weighted by considering the upfront cost against the time you'll invest in using it. Expensive things can still have good value if you use them often or daily. These are very durable products with a long service life, so in this case, you buy once and expect to use it for life without drama. You can go very far with good entry-level gear, but especially to my Star Citizen viewers, please keep this in mind before you tell me that good gear is too expensive. I see too many people out there with tens of thousands of dollars in fake spaceships cheaping out on cheap entry-level hardware. Fleets get melted and adjusted year after year, but your hardware is your only physical interaction with the game. So I ask you, skip the bloody Carrack this year or the Icarus and treat yourself to some great gear. The game will not be finished this year, and proper hardware, unlike a good concept ship, can be used right now and throughout the rest of your game.
It's so true.
Choose hardware first, then...
And I've known somebody that's a legatus, and when it's like, oh, what do you actually use? It's like a cheap keyboard and mouse. It's like, oh, I would have thought you would get joysticks. Like, no, I don't really want to spend that money in joysticks. Like, but you spent 40 grand on fucking fake spaceships. Never makes sense.
And fake ships, because precision isn't only good in dogfighting or racing. Invest in good hardware now, and it'll be with you longer than any ship in your fleet. It's interesting because Virpil seems to have demonstrated a desire to push really high into the ceiling.
So that, for me, like, that always goes to a conversation where if first of all, I don't believe in marriage, right? Not to be negative towards it or positive or anything, but if I was to ever be in that situation, if any one of my partner, whatever the fucking one, said to me that why you spending this gear, I'd be like, get the fuck out of my house. Like, if you are earning your own money, you should never have somebody questioning that fucking money. And if you're like, oh, but the money goes to the total house and all that jazz, it's like, well, then you need to bucker up, buckaroo, and have your own money. Because what's the fucking point in life, you know?
On the pure upper end of the market. This style may not appeal to the pure flight sim pilot,
I'd
but
still
the Prime
suggest the
works
T6
perfectly
version.
fine
Yeah, exactly,
in an F-18 or even a 767. Tell us if you think this truly is Alpha Prime, or post what features you might change. This video
just
was
speaking
a
general,
huge
yeah.
undertaking to research, script, and compile. I value
This is so cool, right? So this is a Monster Tech, like, it's encased in resin. And it's full of parts and stuff like that. It's
feedback,
cool.
and I invite you to join our Discord. If a more detailed conversation is what you want, please let others know about Alpha Prime by sharing wherever this video would be on topic. Fly safe.
Yeah.
Thank you for spending your time with me. See you in the verse.
Thank you, Noobify. Hey, Titan, good day to you. 54 entries in Toby giveaway so far. Yeah, exclamation mark TOBI 21. Yeah, awesome stuff, like. So, yeah, we will be, we will be, showcasing that off very, very shortly for you guys. Very shortly. Very shortly. Visual ASMR, I know. Right, so apparently Jumptown is on. It's kind of like memeing. I heard it's like crashing a lot of desktop. Thank you very much to Divs for that cutting mat. £13 I'll need to spend for my own mat. But yeah. I'll go and get one of those, I think, since we'll be showcasing it. 44 hours of Twitch streams watched in 5 days. Ooh, lovely. Anyone, so, apart from Cinela, anyone bought any alphas? I know Miss Cell purchased a left and a right alpha and put a tweet out about it, thanking myself and Noobifier. We've got Cinela as well. Nice. Oh, I'm looking forward to it when all the stuff arrives. We got the stuff from Monster Tech as well to test out. So I'll actually be able to give you some feedback. As I said to Verpol, I'm not the best at making like videos like Noobifier, so I always advertise that people should go and watch Noobifier, and I'll do it live. I'll do it live, chat. We're gonna be busting out the sands on that jazz. Whew, it's gonna be good. I can't wait for it. You getting to see maybe? Again, there's stuff being sent to the house from numerous amount of companies. We'll have to just see what's inside. Obviously, I do know what's exactly inside, but I'm not allowed to disclose what's inside just yet. It's a little bit game. They are really good, Evil Marksman. I have 2 of them. Verpol sent me start of the year or last year, and I used them a lot. The problem is I went back to straight sticks purely because it was throwing off my aim. It was great for low flying. Like the shit I could do in low flying, nobody was ever coming close to the movement. The problem is for aiming on the pip, it was just throwing me off so much that I stopped using them. The other thing as well, I like to have my joysticks quite close to my keyboard for personal reasons, and the Z extension, when you have them on the left and the right, was hitting the keyboard, so I would have to have the keyboard lower, which threw off my zen of my setup and stuff. However, if I could ever figure out a way of making it where like the keyboard I could press a button and it just dropped down and came back up or something like that, then I would totally do that. But the Z extensions from Verpol are insane. They're such great quality, like a lot better quality than I would say for the plasticky stuff you get from VKB. I don't know why VKB insist on going the whole full plastic route, like, especially for more money as well. Like the Verpol Z extensions are cheaper and they're metal cast than VKBs, which are just plastic. And the connection changes and stuff like that look really janky, but again, whatever joystick suits you. Right. Oh, I also upgraded my headset. So I changed out to these bad boys, which are leather, just because I preferred. Also, I took off the strap and put this thing on, which is actually meant for a completely different headset. But it takes off the band because I don't use it, and it means instead of like fabric or like the sort of rough fabric hitting the top of my head, it's now this more softer kind of vibe to it instead of the metal. But these are really, really cool. Much cooler than the ones I had, so it feels a lot more comfortable to wear this headset. Because I was really considering seeing if SteelSeries would send me the new Novas, but they're 300 odd pounds, and I'm like, oh, that's a very expensive headset. And I really love my Arctis Pros. Like, seriously, one of the best headsets I've ever had. I just don't know if I would ever want to replace. Okay, where is Jumptown? No, this is not my one. I want to go here. Personal. Is Jumptown not running? Or have they disabled it for reds? Does anybody know if Jumptown's running? This looks pretty scuffed, eh? Red's Jumptown is bugged. But it wasn't. Is it on yellow just now, is it? Seriously, how do you fuck this up, CIG? Like, how do you actually fuck this up more than it's already fucked up? I don't understand how they do this. I really don't. It was this morning. Hotfix patch can't come soon enough.
As red, I couldn't get the mission at all.
So it's broken, is that?
So, I'm blue, so I can take you there.
Where is it just now?
I think yellow.
It's still in yellow. Alright, I can
Yeah.
find if it's on yellow. It's fine. Is the comm up or down?
I don't know, are we on the same server?
Yeah, I joined on you.
Okay.
Fuck, did they? Oh my god.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
It's getting to the stage now, chat, where it's like,
Plane has been set.
I hate this. We'll tweak missions and stuff in the background, and then we'll upload them to the server. You know what I mean? Because we've not had a PTU patch go to live yet, and Jumptown was working the last time it was running. So you know that somebody's been fucking around with it in the background. And again, as I said on the last stream, CIG are so fucking blue biased, it's ridiculous. Oh, the red mission is broken. Who the fuck cares, you know? That's how it feels like all the time. It just feels so scuffed, man. Every single time. And I don't get it. I really don't understand.
Vehicle has been delivered to the following
If it's working, why not just leave it, you know? And again, I will always say this is why Jumptown Original was the best. Because it was always on, and it was just a fucking outpost that had no comray, and that you had to put money in to get money out. I don't understand. Why change from that system? It's bonkers, chat. Fucking bonkers, mate. Never understood. Anyway, let's see what we can actually do. Because obviously, we have no mission, so that kind of sucks. That really does suck. I wonder if CIG will be able to fix this for tomorrow when it resets or whenever. But yeah, hotfix. I don't know if the hotfix actually fixes anything to do with Jump Town. I don't think they've actually tested out Jump Town on the P2. I think it's been Ninetales, the weird Ninetales one, and Orison. Oblada. Alright. Alright, this is gonna be interesting to find. Adish. So the only problem is when you go red, that's it. We can't find the place.
I don't know, depending. I saw on a couple of streams the guy that were red still had a mission. So I switched 3 servers, I didn't get it, but maybe my account was bugged, so I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
We shall see. We shall
For
see.
now.
Yeah, you'll be able to go there for now. Maybe it's just server side where it's scuffed. How's everyone doing, guys? How's your weekend? Corsair? No, Moonmoth. These are Arctis, sorry, SteelSeries Arctis Wireless Pros. The black ones that you can get them in white. And I've had these for a good year and a bit now. But one of the coolest thing about these is it's got a battery here that you just pop out, replace with the one on the desk that's getting charged, and you're good to go. And because of that one feature, I can't ever swap out. So these are not Bluetooth, they're literally, there's a wireless system on the desk that recharges. Really good sound. I can walk around the house, still hear things, can use them on my phone, and all that good stuff, so... But because of that, I can't ever replace them. I would love to have like wireless buds that, you know, are on a much higher level of quality, but there just isn't anything on the market. Being a single parent, 2 kids, doing my best every day. Reasons why I haven't been. Space Jam, you never need to worry about that, dude. Alright. Nobody never has to like give me a reason why they're not here. Just be here, enjoy the show. And if you have your own things on in real life, deal with them 100% before anything else. That's always more important, dude. But nobody never needs to make an excuse or give me a reason. Don't do it. Just enjoy. Mentally preparing to go to work tomorrow at 10 p.m. Ooh, 10 p.m. start? Yeah, that's a killer, man. Holy shit. Take it just night shift then. Hey, Wilbug. How you doing? Or Weeberg, sorry. Yeah, without the mission marker, this is just so bad. Last time this was bugging out was because of, like, Ruto. But I got positive to Ruto. Night shift.
Also, I think the payout, if you go criminal and collect the boxes, you can sell them. So that's still in.
What a time to be alive as a criminal.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey Joe, how you doing? Yeah, I hope CIG can do a massive change towards this kind of stuff in the future. Are your headphones StereoSirius Arctis Pro wireless? They are, yeah, graphic. But I've got them kind of modded. So I've got these new foam things in, which are more padding, and they're also like got a leather top on them as well. You can get them off Amazon and stuff like that. Hey, Joe. Nah, after night shift, I got 2 weeks. You're at it?
Yeah, you overshot a bit.
Ah. I wasn't really paying attention. Stay still, I can't keep up. Oh well, sorry. Sorry. They're absolutely insane headphones, graphic. I know a few other people use the SteelSeries ones. Getting custody 2 to 3 weeks ago. Awesome, dude. Nice, nice, nice. That's really cool then. Congratulations for you, Space Jam. That's really good, dude. That's good stuff. No talent?
Yep.
You got cult arms?
Not yet. Let me back off and take it. All yours. Take it.
I can't take cult arms, dude.
Yeah, I took it. I took it.
Yeah.
I'm just backed off to take it. Let me handle him.
Alright, your choice.
Ooh, there's more.
Yeah, there's loads more. There's a sentinel. I'll deal with the sentinel.
Okay.
Just firing the EM. Ooh, I got somebody behind me, apparently.
Oh, what the?
I got a cartool on me. Xeno. I think it's a cartool. Yeah. I put 2 in it. Just doing that. I got multiples on me, dude. What are you up to?
On the Talon, I'm coming back to you.
No, just go a little bit away right now, because I got 2 on me. I got... Yeah, get on my 6. I'm going to drag them just a little bit further out, because we got fucking loads coming in. I also got a Blade. Vaz from chat.
Yeah, that blade followed us way from back on.
Yeah.
Their bounty.
Probably,
On your 6. 2.8.
Roger that. There's no coning round on you. Right, let's stick together, dude. Blade's coming in, Vaz. Gonna take him a little bit lower, even though he's listening onto the stream right now. Got a little bit of lag. Go. You see the blade?
Yep.
I'm gonna merge with you.
No hit detection yet.
Yeah, it's all good.
No. If I kill him, I'll get
Yeah,
the stack.
I got it.
On your 6, 3K.
Where's that? Slide down.
With Vaz. Merging 1.5.
Roger that.
Merging below 1K.
Engaging now.
Go for it.
Pushing on. You might have to kill him.
Yeah, I killed him. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, so I said you'll have to kill him.
Vaz, please don't push. Please don't. We'll lose the location. You can come kill TDL anytime. Don't push it. Please.
Right, which direction is it?
Direction 20 kilometers to 355.
Alright, I'll take on your lead.
Thank you, Vaz.
You know what we need is my ult to fucking book in. Red Sentinel. Alright, I'll start up the rustling on this one. I'm gonna lock the engines on the Sentinel.
Copy, locking 4.
I got them in a slow turn, Fox free.
Fox 3. And another Fox.
Fox free. Yeah, I got them in a circle.
Something's
free.
on my 6. I don't know what it is yet.
It might be
Turret gunner.
the gunner,
I
yeah.
see it. It's something big. Catwall, yeah.
Roger that.
Big catwall.
Let's go on it. You also got another one on you. You got a Talon.
Copy that. I'm just waiting for now.
Roger.
How are you on that Sentinel?
I had to break off because you've got 2 on you. I'm supporting you.
Okay, let's go.
Talons broke off. Roger that. Locking Cartol. Shields are low on the Cartol.
Well, Vas just pushed Crabstat on me.
Yeah. Alright, okay.
I'm red. Fox 3 on
Xeno.
Xenolox.
Roger that. Maybe don't waste too many missiles on that. He's pushing away. Let's change target on something else.
Yeah, you call it?
I can't see anything. I only got you. I got below Hercules. We'll use the Hercules as a marker. Let's go further down. We got S1. Yeah, let's go on that talent. S1. Yeah.
Okay.
Engaged. Red lane.
Saving boost.
He's going nose down for some reason. He rolled off the ground, I think? Or I just lagged. Fuck me.
I just lagged.
Yeah.
Just using his ability to disengage from us.
Yeah. I'm gonna get one missile when he goes slow. Like now, Fox free. The ZM's gonna be spiked. Dead.
Dead.
Next one. Xeno back in the Cartol. Engaging.
No lock yet, no lock yet.
Blister's just fucking fired him, I think. Blister's on him.
Happy?
Yeah, watch out. We got blisters. Go Xeno.
On your 6, 1.5.
Roger that. I'm 2-8 off, 2-4. Slowing down the merge. He's flying through. He's using the cartel fucking exploit shit. Which is getting fixed. Riddling it. Just flying super fast though.
Not pushing him, I'm just
There's a Buccaneer.
He's driving around that ballista a lot, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm back to your 6th, 3.3.
Roger that. I'm sort of watching. There was a defender that went, or sorry, Buccaneer that went in. There's something down there, like it keeps flickering out.
I see this as well, but you can go kill the prices. Maybe it's transporting goods. Heading towards.
It's more the ballista, dude. Rack 7 if you're going in on that shit. I also got Scorpius on me. Fire out.
Copy. I see him.
Where's that?
6k out.
Box free.
4.6 from target.
Where's that?
3.6 going merge.
His wings closed, but he's damaged.
No hit detection whatsoever.
Yep, I got one here, slowing down. I'm on the 6.
Copy.
The guns are not charging all the way. No hit reg. I'm in good merge.
Same. He's wanting to warp away, I think.
Yep, he's back strafing.
Targeting cockpit.
Yeah, hit reg is not going through. It's weird shit. Dead. Alright. Back down. Going for markers, because obviously we've not got any highlight here.
We could shit recovery beacon of some sorts to be our marker when we're down there.
Yeah.
Do that.
I got 14. If we stay local, we're alright. I got them back on site, heading towards.
Yeah, I see the lights. On your 6, 4.
Roger that. Ballista just fired, or something just fired?
Something blew up. Shit.
Right, I see where it's going. Yeah, Ballista is right beside the M2 Hercules that's spamming out to a Buccaneer that's unmanned. He's just wasting his shots. That's good. Just rack 7 just in case.
Bingo missiles.
Hey, Texan, how you doing, Chief? What's the Carthol exploit? Basically using a Carthol is an exploit in my opinion because it's got a fucked up signature status where you can't target it at certain ranges, but it's getting fixed. So people won't be able to use the Carthol to the way they're doing it just now, which is again, it bumps off radar and comes back on radar. It doesn't stay on radar like it's meant to do. Because it only has like 1400 or something cross section, and that's all reported to CIG, so that's one that's gonna be fixed. It literally can't be targeted at times, so I class that as an exploit. It's not like a player's doing it, so I don't go, oh, whatever. But it's literally, if you know how to use it, yeah, then it becomes an exploit in my opinion.
Xenolog's back in.
Roger that. Yeah, I got him here. He's approaching actually on my circle, actually.
Yeah, on your circle, yeah.
He's emerged on me.
Okay.
I riddled him with rounds.
Nah, he's 2k out already.
Yeah, that's the cart though, like...
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, the guy's shit at flying, like... Literally can beam him with lag on it.
The Pisces is back.
Alright.
He's looking at the ballista. I know. I'll go in for a kill if I can. Oh, what's behind me?
Watching Xeno in the
Okay.
cartel. I'm gonna drag him a little bit close to you, but he's just gonna do the same thing. I got one missile, I'm just gonna fucking bang him with it. Yeah, so like he just goes fucking Mach 20 in one direction. He's got a cartel and he doesn't know how to fucking slow down, like. Nah, he's just running. Turn back. Demon, I got a Phoenix that just fired on me, a Constellation Phoenix. But I don't really want to engage that just now. I'm kind of thinking about rearming. How good are you?
Single missiles, 12 decoys left.
Right, you want to go because I got more decoys.
Yeah. I'll go fast and you
Yeah. Awesome.
stay on spot.
Yeah, I can just power drift this, no problem. It does for me, big Bucky boy. But if you got like track car, it's the same sort of thing. The thing I like about Toby is I can actually target with my eyes. So if you see here, I'm targeted that red. If I look and look with my eyes, I can change target. Track car can't do that unless you have certain other things set up, you know. So it depends on what you want to use it for, you know. Yeah, this guy in the cartel is shit. Absolutely shit. I can easily murk him. He's running away weak. All that speed.
He knows the broken strengths of that ship and he's just utilizing to...
Yeah, he's moving away to get the radar off, yeah. This Phoenix is firing on people, doesn't realize there's a fucking ballista sitting there, like.
A ballista also fired on me, so it might be out of missiles.
Maybe. The Phoenix, there's no way the Phoenix can get on target there. However, the M2 is taking damage right now.
Yeah, let them have it with the big boys. We clean up after they're done. Done, I'm on my way back.
What's up? Yeah, this guy's just going back for his shields again. Got another target coming in.
Please don't put me through the planet. Please don't. Please don't.
Killed him. Vez in a blade is on me. And I'm badly damaged. How you good?
I'm warping to you.
Alright. I'm warping out to repair them. Yeah, I'm warping out. You're on your own just now, alright?
Yeah.
Go, go.
No worries.
Take care.
I'll keep an eye on that facility though.
Is this Jump Town? It is, yeah, but I can't get the mission. Big Bucky, thank you very much for the follow as well. Sorry if I miss any conversations, guys. Just at me at DarkLaw if you need my attention. If not, just enjoy the show because, yeah, I can't read chat whilst engaged in combat. How you doing today, Cough, as well? This is where like putting a camp on deacons might be fun and just missiling people.
Fuel is at 100%.
That is fully red, but yeah, he's surviving. That blade can move.
Yeah. Warp into you? And K off. What's the spray?
Yeah, I'm with him.
Alright, Roger.
All good.
Targeted.
Keeping him slow.
I'm coming in a bit too fast, but I'll catch up in a second. Okay, one in.
Dead.
Oh, he's dead. Alright, cool. Do you need to repair? You need to repair? Pop it down.
No, all good.
Problem is, where is...
Ping it. It should be something big, 70k down or something.
Yeah. Alright, dive that one. Yeah, I got 7. I'll go for this 7 first. See if this is it here.
I got a ping 23. Looks like the location.
Alright, yeah, I got it now. I also got something 26 booking in. I'm gonna cut in between the 18 for me and 19 to the side. It looks like it's moving as well, so this is airborne.
Okay.
Or maybe it was airborne. I turn it in. Oh wait, I got it. Fire out in the Scorpius.
Yep. Racking 4.
I'm just gonna do 2 just now. Fox 3.
Fox 3. Fox 3. on his 6.
Roger that. Got a secondary target coming in. Box free.
What's the secondary?
Don't know just yet. Just carry on this one.
Box 3 on this one again.
Roger that.
They're so focused on you.
That's good.
And the wings down exploit, he's soaking so much damage
Yeah.
to those wings.
Yeah, that's changed in the next patch. So Fire Art won't be able to do it this time. You can play with it just now. Hero hit Reg.
Finally. Yeah,
Yeah.
those wings were soaking so much, like...
Whenever I see a wings close Scorpius, I don't take it seriously. It's just again, people using fucking cheats to fly. Just bad. That's all it is. And again, these are all fixed in free 18, so they've learned all these bad habits for no reason.
Phoenix
Right,
is
22.
on the side, I think.
Yeah, I'm still getting 22 out. Right, Vaz. How have the servers been running? I don't know. I don't know how well the servers are. What do you mean, sorry?
Do you see that M2 is getting hit by something?
Yeah, it's the Connie. I'm gonna go on a strafe run here. I'm gonna try and get that Pisces. F22 in right now. There's a Gladius maybe coming in beside you, Puppeteer.
Copy.
Nice. Whoa, I got shit behind me. I got Gladius. Xeno and the Gladius.
I see him. Yeah.
I'm coming on you.
Shields down on him almost.
Not merged yet. Going for when he runs merge.
Got him now.
Yeah.
Escape.
I'm orbiting him satellite mode. Oh, he's just disengaged because afterburner privilege.
I'm catching up.
Yeah.
If only hit Reg was a thing. There we go.
Got him. I know, it's just the desync for at fast speed. It'll be changed.
Kratoal thingy. Came back.
Yeah, it's the guy in the cartel, yeah, came back, Gladius. Moving towards the location again. I think the location, yeah, I got Constellation Phoenix that's on the ground. I'm gonna go investigate. Actually has shields down. There's a star lifter. I'm gonna just beam this fucking Connie. Get off the grid. Star lifter is taking off.
Star lifter.
There's a Pisces on the ground that's abandoned. I'm gonna do a quick scout on that. Racking my 7, just in case. Oh, I'm getting beamed by Centurion. Centurion's on the ground.
Okay.
I got Tone. I'm gonna go for Tone on it. It can't shoot both of us at the same time.
Nice.
He's getting out.
He's getting out.
Yeah.
There's another vehicle. I don't know what it is. It's a tank. We have a blue incoming from up above.
Yeah, yeah.
The tank isn't taking any hits though.
Mm. It's Pisces coming in. I'm gonna engage on it.
I think I'll leave that guy down there, actually, the tank. He's red.
Yeah.
Good kill.
I think that is it.
Yep.
Oh, I'm getting toned.
Ooh. That's a ballista, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm
Ballista in the
moving.
hills.
List in the hills, yeah.
Yeah, he's right at me.
Cool. Yeah, my 7 worked, no problem. Can't torp me.
Gladius Starlight 69 with me.
You're 17k off, I'm gonna push high and come back to you.
I'm just gonna keep him slow and watch out.
there in
We're
a
gonna be
second.
passing that mountain where the ballista is.
Yeah, yeah, I'm passing high. It's not gonna get me.
Okay. Yeah, this guy, I mean, I can kill him solo, but let's...
No, just kill him solo then.
him.
Finish him off, finish him off.
Okay.
Because you're drifting towards the Ballista Hill. And he's heading that way. So watch out. Just rack 7 flares and you'll be fine.
Yep. Yeah.
Box free on him.
It's firing on me from a lot.
Charging him in a second.
Yep. He's again pushing for that hill. Over. Yeah.
Oh shit, there's something shooting me that's not even looking at me.
I think it's a tank.
No, there's another ship, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Come back in.
I think it came from the ground. I'm still on this guy.
What's that? Watch out, there's a missile flying around.
He's dead.
Alright, let's get rid of that tank then.
Oof, I just dodged almost a dead blow. Another missile on me. Oof. 2 missiles dodged. I'm out of decoys, dude, so I got
it's an Inferno. Right, rack everything you got on the Inferno. Let's just vaporize it missile style. Fox free. Oh, it moved right through. I'll beam.
Box 3 out.
Just keep piling everything. No hit reg whatsoever. 9. I'm just gonna go shooting for the edges.
I'm below you, so you know.
Where's that? Bass is coming back in a blade. Pushing towards him.
I'm kind of dead with something. I don't know what hit me.
You got blistered?
Carcass or something? No.
Alright.
This carcass hit me.
Roger. Whereabouts are you?
I'm in prison, dude.
Ah, right.
I don't know how that counts, like call to arms bullshit, but his carcass put me to prison.
If somebody's around with call to arms, that's all it needs to be. Alright, awesome. Do you need me to... Did you get the bug for your head to be fixed? Or
I have my head, I have everything, so I'll be out in a couple of missions. Only crime set 3.
No probs. I'll go back to system then. Oh wait, what do I have here? Cardo. Not catching that. What is that? I can log in the ult if you need like a merit boost.
I should be done with 1 mission. I'm heading for depth well. Fresh should be also online anytime now.
No, he said 8 o'clock. Maybe he meant 8 o'clock's time. Yeah, we'll see. Hey, Wiff, Gormagast, welcome in, guys. Hope you're doing well.
Good. I just saw a guy in front of me mining, and I was so tempted to kill him, to strangle him, but I know, like, I'm just adding more time. I skipped him.
Alright, well, I'll get a drink then and wait for you.
Dang.
How's everyone doing tonight? That was good fights though. Lots of
awesome.
fighting. Doing well? Nice, going guys. Yeah, what I'll probably do, dude, is end it here. And I'll go and quickly do stuff around the house whilst you're in jail and stuff. And grab some food, and then Fresh should be back on. That way I can go and have a shower as well, because I haven't had one from today.
Sure thing? Yeah?
Alright. I'll move you to room 1 and I'll be like literally 10 minutes, 20 minutes.
Cool.
Alright guys. That's what I'm gonna call it. Because we were starting late and I don't want to fuck up my schedule. Mainly came in to watch all the Noobifier videos and all that jazz for the Verbal Alphas. But tomorrow will be on earlier because all the guys should be available because it's been Sunday and hopefully CIG fixes the mission. That would be great. But I appreciate you all being here. Let's find me someone to quickly send you to. Alright, who do we have on? Man, my capture keeps getting up. I'll send you to Aurelia. She's live. She's been busy with real life stuff, all that good stuff. So we'll go enjoy it. Yeah. That's where we're going, dude. Alright. And tomorrow, if they manage to fix the mission, guys, we're gonna try and do a lot longer with Jump Town. But it's gonna be difficult if they don't, which is annoying. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for all the love today. Appreciate it. And yeah. Have a great weekend if I don't get to see you. Sorry it's a wee short one, but tired from today. And that was a good session of fighting. I need to go and do things around the house. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you. All the people above here. Thank you. We'll be back on early tomorrow. I'd see if I can do like 2 hours earlier than normal. If everything's working. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. Enjoy your really stream. Peace out. Cheers.